Elijah was 13 years old when he presented for treatment at Pecan Creek Ranch. His parents described him as defiant, angry, and out of control. Elijah is the oldest biological child, and he had 2 younger siblings. Father is a master carpenter, and his mother is a music teacher. When Elijah was 8 years old, his 2.5-year-old sister died from a sudden illness. The family received counseling and appeared to effectively grieve the loss of the youngest child. The loss of a family member is an event that alters each individual and the family, and it reverberates over the years. The assessment revealed that mother coped with the loss by being overly protective of her other 2 children. Father threw himself into his work and started working longer and longer hours. Elijah coped by distracting himself with video games, and his younger sister coped by excelling at everything. At age 9, Elijah started isolating himself from family and friends, spending more and more time alone. He started being defiant with his parents and running off from home when he was upset, only returning when he wanted to. He stopped accepting limits on electronics. Father and Mother did not agree on how to handle Elijah's behavior. Father thought Mother was overreacting and Elijah was just being a boy. Mother felt all alone in dealing with Elijah's behavior. At age 10, Elijah began destroying property during fits of rage. At first, he destroyed the property of his family and later his own property. His mother called the police multiple times to calm him down. The police were always able to calm the situation. Elijah was never arrested or charged. Elijah's defiance continued as he refused to do anything his parents asked of him. At age 11, he was discovered bullying other students and was suspended multiple times from school. During rough play, he hurt his sister. He always said it was an accident, and he felt very angry that he was accused of hurting her on purpose. At age 12, he started threatening to hurt his mother and began stealing cash and credit cards from them to purchase things he wanted, like video games and cell phones. Parents refused to press charges, stating that they could not lose another child. Elijah received therapy services with multiple providers from ages 10 to 13. He was diagnosed with ADHD, ODD, and later conduct disorder. Elijah eventually stopped participating in therapy and would sit quietly until the hour was up. Therapists eventually refused to see him, saying there was nothing they could do until he was willing to participate. Past treatment focused on setting clear parental expectations, outlining clear consequences for Elijah's behavior, designing and implementing reward charts and systems, and teaching Elijah coping skills to handle his frustration. He was seen by a psychiatrist and prescribed Seroquel, Clonidine, Zoloft, and Vyvanse. We see problem behaviors like these through a different lens. Children communicate their thoughts, fears, worries, distress, and concerns through their behavior. Their behavior tells us the state of their inner and outer lives from their perspective. Their behaviors are clues about what happened in their lives in the past, what is happening now, how their bodies and brains see and understand their problems, and what we need to do to help. Our knowledge and experience told us that Elijah's body was in a state of protection, specifically the state of fight, which means at its core, Elijah's body does not feel safe. But if you asked Elijah if he felt safe, he would tell you he does, because his response would be coming from his thinking brain, his neocortex, and not from listening to his body. We can hypothesize about why his body may not feel safe. He lost the family he had before his sister died. When his sister died, he lost his mother to worry and his father to work. He copes alone so he doesn't upset his parents. He may feel unseen in this new family. He may believe no one can handle his emotions and problems. The fear of death is at its highest in childhood at age 8, which is when Elijah's sister died. He may fear dying, and he may blame himself for his sister's death. So, how could we help Elijah? We would focus on helping his body feel safe again, and this process has many facets. We would help Elijah and his parents understand what his body is communicating. We would help Elijah and his parents know how to soothe his body using rhythmic, patterned, and repetitive input. We would attune to Elijah so that he feels seen and help his parents learn how to do this as well. We would be creative and use movement to help Elijah and his family release the anger they feel and later the sadness and loss that they feel. We would provide rhythmic riding, a specific intervention to help Elijah connect to his body and to his horse's body in a safe way, and provide a way for him to experience his emotions and bodily sensations while being held on the back of a horse. We would have Elijah build a safe relationship with a horse of his choice and work through difficult patterns in the context of that safe relationship. We would help Elijah build new relationships with his parents through understanding, attunement, and working together. We would process the loss of his younger sister and how it impacted the family and each individual. By addressing the underlying cause of Elijah's behavior changes, and his relationship with himself and his family improves. We have been in business since 2017. And people usually come to us when they feel like they have no other place to turn. They report to us that therapy with us has been a life-changing event, something that they have never experienced anywhere else. We provide therapy and equine-assisted learning services to individuals 5 and up, including adults, families, couples, and groups. Many clinicians attempt to handle dysregulation through cognitive interventions. But dysregulation is when the body is overwhelmed, and we need to use strategies to address that overwhelm that the body can understand, and not just the thinking brain. Horses are an integral component of our treatment. There are way too many reasons why to explain them all in this video, but we can outline how working with horses would be beneficial to Elijah. Horses can provide co-regulation with their large hearts, lower breathing rates, and being in the present moment. They offer a safe relationship that does not have attached to it the same pain as his human relationships. The pain of loss will be present in the relationship with his horse, but he will not have the same visual reminders as he is working through his grief. We are a self-pay facility and are out-of-network for all insurance. We can provide a super bill if a family has out-of-network coverage with their insurance. We do partner with other organizations to help reduce the cost to the family. Referrals can reach out directly to us at 512-548-0551 or email us at info@pecancreekeap.com. We also develop and provide trainings for agencies and other professionals. We are located in Salado, Texas.